If you are an intermediate or advanced English learner, it might be challenging for you to actually level up your English because you're either finding lessons that are too easy and they're teaching you the everyday phrases that you already know, or you just can't find the exact lesson that's going to teach you phrases that you can actually use in your everyday English. I have a solution for you. Today's video will teach you 10 phrases that native English speakers like myself actually use in their everyday conversations. And I promise you, even if you've heard these phrases before, this video will teach you how to actually use them while you're speaking. Make sure to visit EnglishWithKayla.com to learn more about these phrases and join my membership. But for now, let's get started with this lesson. Here's a phrase that's going to help you be encouraging and positive in your English, and I guarantee you, you haven't used this phrase like this before. The phrase is, there you go. I hear native English speakers use this phrase a lot, just like I do, to say like, hey, great job, you've got it, you're doing good. There you go.
There you go, miss.
Sometimes if someone is a bit confused about something and then they finally say the right idea, you'll just say, yeah, there you go. Okay, we've got it now. This is just affirming or just saying that they actually are finally understanding what you've been explaining or what they've been trying to learn. Anyone learning a new language does not give themselves enough credit. This phrase, to give yourself credit or to give anyone credit, it means to give themselves recognition, to say that they're doing a good job.
You have to give yourself credit for even being able to sleep here.
A lot of times I'll use this phrase if I have a friend that's, complaining, they're saying, oh, I'm doing such a bad job, oh, I'm never gonna get this done. I'll say, hey, you're not giving yourself enough credit. You're working very hard. So this is just recognizing their effort. It's encouraging them. It's saying like, you are actually doing better than you think you are doing. And English speakers use this phrase a lot just to encourage someone or recognize someone's effort, even if the person thinks they're doing a bad job or they're unsure that they're even doing something correctly. So keep studying English, give yourself credit. You're doing a great job. You've probably been able to use this phrase before in English, but I want you to understand how often English speakers use this phrase, so we're gonna go over it today. The phrase is just in case. Just in case it rains, I'm going to bring an umbrella. Just in case I get hungry later, I'm going to bring a snack. So a lot of times we use this phrase to say like as a precaution or just to be safe is another phrase that we use just like this.
Do you think that you could dispatch someone to my house or escort me to school just in case?
You might say sorry to your friend just in case they're mad. So it's like you don't know for sure that they're mad or they even notice that you made a mistake or said something rude, but you're going to apologize just in case, like as a safety measure. You're going to do it before it becomes a problem. English speakers use this phrase just in case all the time. We're very precautionary in our actions and in our speech. Oh, just in case you get bored, here's this, whatever it might be. Have you ever worked with someone and they're very smart, they're really good at their job, but they're always late? That's the thing though, they're good at their job, but if they're late, they're not a good worker in general. Did you recognize the phrase here? That's the thing. So when you want to introduce something that contrasts the main idea or what someone has been saying, or maybe someone's, talking about this person, oh, they're really good at their job, but they're always late. And you say, yeah, that's the thing though, they're always late. So you're emphasizing the point they made that contrasts, or that's the opposite of everything that they just said. That's the thing.
You see, that's the thing though, is that I am what I say I am.
You may have heard an English speaker say, oh, it's my fault. Or in slang, we say, it's my bad. It just means it's a mistake that I made. Another phrase that you might not be using yet is that's on me, that's on me. So this is more informal, kind of like that's my bad. Instead of saying it's my mistake, you can say, oh, that's on me, sorry. So it's really just a casual, quick way to own up to a mistake or to take accountability for something that you did wrong or that you forgot.
That's on me because I heard you sniffle a while ago and I did not nothing with that information.
So this week, I really procrastinated going grocery shopping. And by the time it was Friday, I had to text my husband and be like, hey, can you pick up some dinner? I have like no groceries. That's on me. Sorry. And so it was my way of taking accountability. And he's like, yeah, no problem. Of course. But it's just like a small mistake that I made. Like, I'm not blaming anyone else, but I need you to help me because I forgot to get groceries. I didn't feel like doing it. That's on me. This next phrase, if you're ever at a party in the United States and, someone's having a hard time like loosening up, or, someone's being kind of reserved or quiet, you might say, live a little. This phrase, it just means enjoy yourself, relax. If someone seems very uptight or very rigid and they're having a hard time having fun, you might use this phrase, hey, live a little. It's just reminding someone that they need to, enjoy things in life as well as have discipline and, do all the things that they need to do as well. They need to live a little. And in English, we say, oh, we're really living, as we're really enjoying life. We're doing fun things. We're not just doing, things like exercise, eating healthy, working every day. We're living too. We're living a little.
Hey, live a little.
So if you had strict parents growing up, you might have felt this phrase at times. You might have felt that your parents were really hard on you. English speakers use this phrase to be hard on someone to mean that someone is either being unfair, or they're being too critical, too harsh, or they're just expecting way too much from someone. So if you are hard on your kids, it means you expect a lot from them, or you punish them, for doing things that some other people might not punish their kids for. So for instance, like if your kid lies and you say you're grounded for a week, some people might consider you being really hard on your kids. You need to maybe just teach them instead. It's up to everyone.
But we have to be hard on you.
And a lot of times in English, we'll say, hey, don't be hard on yourself. This just means don't be too critical of yourself. Give yourself grace. Let yourself make mistakes. Like, it's okay. Everyone's human. Everyone makes mistakes. Don't be hard on yourself. One phrase that is very surprising to English learners, because we're using this phrase all of the time in several different ways as well, is it's not a big deal. This phrase, big deal, is kind of used in a lot of different ways. So the most common way I use this phrase, and all the time, because I'm a very laid back, relaxed type of person. So if someone says, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I forgot to text you back about whatever it might be, I'll say, oh, it's no big deal. I forget to text people back all the time. This means don't worry. It's not a big problem. It's not a problem at all. It's no big deal.
Hey, listen, it's not a big deal, but my name is not Angie or Ann.
You can even say this preemptively, be like, hey, let's try to meet at 4:00, but it's no big deal if you're a little late. I'm not in a hurry. So this just means it's not a problem. Don't worry about it. It's, implying that you're very relaxed. And then the opposite, if you say, oh, it's a big deal, it means it is a problem. It is going to cause some sort of problem, even if the person was like, oh, hey, I'm going to be late tomorrow. You'd be like, oh, sorry, that's kind of a big deal. Like, you can't be late to this meeting or whatever it might be. So big deal means a big problem.
Fight on tonight, Sanchez versus Diaz, and it's a big deal.
And then we can also say like something is a big deal, just meaning that it's important. Like, oh, this is such a big deal. This is my wedding. It's very important. That's exactly what it means. Another phrase that we can use when we say we're going to try to enjoy something is we say we're going to make the most of something. If you're on vacation, laying out on the beach, you might say, I'm going to make the most of this day, and I'm just going to lay here and relax and read my book and swim in the ocean. It just means that you're going to take advantage of a really good situation. Now, we can also use this phrase, we're going to make the most of something, when a situation seems kind of bad. Maybe we planned for it to be really good and things are going wrong. If we say, let's just make the most of this situation, it means like, let's try to do the best out of what we have.
And we've got to make the most of that.
This last phrase, it's very informal. It's kind of a slang phrase, but you definitely can use this in everyday English, no matter how old you are. The phrase is to get the hang of something. So when you start to understand something or you start to do something well, you say you're getting the hang of it. I always say that if you start a new job, especially if it's something that you've never done before, it takes at least 4 months to get the hang of it. Any job I've ever had, for the first 4 months, I feel like, what the heck am I doing? Like, I'm always asking questions. I'm always feeling lost. But after about 4 months, I start to get the hang of things. That means I understand things and I know exactly how they work.
Use the drones to find the targets. It'll take you a while to get the hang of it.
You could say, I just can't get the hang of this, meaning I can't get good at doing something. Every time I try to learn a new dance or do a new dance move, I'll be like, I cannot get the hang of this. It's really difficult for me. If you've taken the time to learn these 10 English phrases today, kudos to you. I'm really happy. I would love it if you visited my website, EnglishWithKayla.com. The next natural step is to join my membership and dive deeper into these types of lessons to really upgrade your English and to work with myself and my community. Thanks again so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next English lesson. Check out one of the ones on screen, and goodbye.